Man, Kate is thinking ass backwards if she really thinks that Marie's gonna give her powers back.
What's that smell?
And we did see some ass backwards. Alright guys, this one's going to be doing a review today. This one's going to be doing a review for Gen V. This one's going to be doing my next review for Season 2. This is for the penultimate episode already, y'all. This is for Episode 7, titled Hell Week. So, my god, man, this season's freaking plowing by, and we only have one episode left, and I feel like these episodes are so short that I just get into them, and then it's like, ah, shit, wait till next week, you know what I mean? This was another fantastic episode of Gen V, and in particular, the ending, I can't wait to get into here, because we were right, y'all. The theory was right the entire time, and I just can't even believe that. So, this episode of Gen V is really, really interesting. We basically start with Annabeth as she is going through this kind of like, we know that she can see into the future in some kind of way. We don't know specifically what it is, but she's having like this nightmare of Marie. She's like brains out on the ground, covered in blood, and she's trying to save her life, and Marie seems to be either dead or at least knocked out or something of the sort, you know what I mean? And it scares the absolute hell out of her. And over the course of this episode, you have Annabeth that kind of approaches Marie about this, and she approaches, you know, some others about this, and Jordan, and she's like, you know, I think something's gonna happen, you know, and I need to stop it before it does. And one of the biggest things they did in this episode with Annabeth, which I thought was really interesting, is she did confirm, and it honestly makes more sense now of why she's having a hard time to, you know, build a relationship with Marie. Apparently, she knew, because she could see into the future, right? She knew, apparently, that Marie was going to kill her parents, right? Their parents. And she didn't do anything because she almost didn't believe it, or something along the lines of that. But we reveal in this episode, she knew that was coming. And it's not about her being upset with Marie. I mean, I'm sure part of it is, but it's more so about she feels like, you know, she could have stopped it, and she feels responsible also for the death of their parents. So, it's pretty sad, honestly. Annabeth has been a very interesting addition to the story, and I'm glad that they've put her in the story, because I feel like she's really added an extra, you know, spice to it that we haven't really seen before. So, the actress is killing it, the character is really interesting, and I will say, it definitely makes more sense now of this rift between Marie and Annabeth, and it's not really just about her having a hard time to forgive Marie. It's more so of a hard time for her to forgive herself, more so than anything else. It feels now like that's like the biggest element of it, you know what I mean? So, she's having these visions, she's seeing, you know, things in the future, and we're kind of led to wonder what the hell is going on. Now, not for 1 second did I think that Marie was going to die. I mean, she's the lead of the show. I wouldn't think Marie's going to die, but it is a scary thought, for sure. It kind of reminds me of something that they did in Lost. I won't say what it is for spoiler reasons, but it kind of reminds me of a certain plot line in Lost Season 3. If you know, you know. It kind of feels like that, you know what I'm saying? So, yeah, very interesting stuff there for sure, and there was a really just crazy storyline going on for her, Annabeth, Marie. The dynamic's been fantastic, it really has. So, you've also got in this episode Polarity. Now, Polarity obviously is kind of losing his crap. He's trying to get justice, you know, on Cipher, and for everything that happened to his son, of course. And we get to see the school again in this one. We get to see the college again, which I thought was really fantastic. We get to see God You again. You get Emma that reunites with her kind of her new boyfriend, you know what I'm saying? And, well, you get Sam that has to work with this guy that comes out of a guy's ass. And, yeah, I'm not joking. There's a guy that comes out of this guy's ass, and they use him for assistance. So, yeah, no, I mean, you never know what you're gonna get in The Boys. You never know what you're gonna get in Gen V. The shit throws you off every time. We saw Cypher's balls and frickin' ass a few episodes ago, you know what I'm saying? You never know what you're gonna see. So, anyway, speaking of Cipher, I guess, on that topic, we get to see him in this one. He is kind of controlling everything. He's, like, you know, getting real pissed off and, like, slapping the burnt body up or whatever. And, again, I've been sitting here the whole episode saying, that's Thomas Godolkin, that's Thomas Godolkin, that's Thomas Godolkin. I was like, yeah, it has to be, you know what I mean? And You get a few other scenes in this one, like you got Sam doing his stuff with the guy. You got Emma, a few comedy, scenes with her. You had a few sequences with Marie and Kate where she's like, no, I'm not giving you your powers back, Kate. I'm not doing it. And then there's a moment where they go and try to check the tank to try to find the body that, of course, Cipher's keeping. And it's not there anymore. And then they're like, okay, what the hell? So you get a massive confrontation in this episode with the kids, with Emma, and, her boyfriend, Sam, Jordan, everybody. They're all there, and they're ready to face off against Cipher, and they lock him in. You got Polarity there with the rest of the kids, and it's like, okay, damn, what are we gonna do? You know what I'm saying? They're surrounding him, and he absolutely controls the ever-loving shit out of every single one of them. It's insane. He controls every single one of them. He gets Sam to turn on Jordan and fight Jordan. I mean, the guy is undefeatable at this point. You cannot beat him. And that's the stuff that I just found so insane. And then, on top of everything else, not only do you have that, you have this massive fight in this room, in this training room. And then you have, Cipher that does end up going down. Polarity does actually end up taking him out. But not before we get the massive, massive bombshell of this episode. The theory that everybody had. Thomas fucking Godolkin is the burnt guy, is that corpse that Cipher's been keeping. And not only is it Thomas Godolkin, Cipher is Thomas Godolkin. And I've been saying it in theory videos the entire time. I actually called this fucking twist. I actually did. What doesn't happen often for me on shows. I'm bad with predictions, I ain't gonna lie. So to get one right, honestly, I'm gonna, celebrate that. A lot of us were thinking that. So credit to y'all as well, too, for coming up with that theory. But yeah, Thomas Godolkin is Cipher. Cipher was a puppet being used by Thomas Godolkin, and as soon as Marie heals the body, which she shouldn't have done, but obviously she couldn't know, Thomas Godolkin is fully fixed. They bring the actor, back, of course, from the first episode, and he is just roaming around now. He just is him, and he's like feeling his skin like, oh my god, like, I'm healed, so it was insane, and the actor was creeping me out, I'm not gonna lie. It was really terrifying, admittedly, to see. And then you've got Cipher, who's now just some dummy, you know what I'm saying? He's like, please, I'm not Cipher, I'm this and that, don't kill me, please, and they're all like, what the fuck, And then you see him walk out, and it's like, oh my god, man. So, yeah, crazy stuff, man. Crazy, crazy stuff. And then he walks out. Thomas Godolkin is just free, and, he is now roaming around as just himself now, and the Cipher double over there is just some dummy now, you know what I'm saying? He's like this nice, innocent man, Dr. Gold, and he's just Dr. Gold now. He's not Cipher, and now Thomas Godolkin is just able to walk around, because that fucking is Cipher. That really is him, but now he's back in his own body. Insane. And then he kills the frickin' one dude in the underwear that came out crawling out of the ass, kills him and strangles him frickin' at the end there, and then walks towards the school. I mean, they really are setting up this finale in a crazy way. Now Thomas Godolkin just is Thomas Godolkin. He just is healed, and he just is him. And now you've got, Dr. Gold, who's just this fucking dummy, you know what I'm saying? So I have to see what the hell his role is, if they kill him off, or what the deal is, or if they make him wholesome, you know what I'm saying? They might do that as well. You never know. But yeah, that twist is honestly what I've been waiting for. I felt that one happening. I felt like it was going to happen at one point or another. And the reveal and the way they did it was just absolutely sensational. It was great. I love the way that the actor performed it. I loved the way the actor carried himself in that scene. It felt very just genuine. And now obviously Marie, they had to, help out, of course, because she goes down. But it still isn't in Annabeth's vision. So I don't know if that has something to do with the finale or what the deal may be there. But I guess we'll find out, right? So, yeah, insane. And then obviously, where we go from there. Where do we go from here? I mean, the finale is going to be insane. We're going to have Thomas Godolkin, training these kids, and obviously probably a fight that's going to break out based off what I'm seeing here. And, well, I haven't forgotten about this. There's one more scene with Sister Sage that has to be in this finale, And also, there's one more scene with Black Noir, so we know he's in the finale as well. So I'm looking out for them too. Stan Edgar was gone this episode. The actor must have, signed up for an episode contract or something like that, is what I'm assuming. But yeah, no, this was an insane episode. The twist was awesome. I can't believe I honestly called that shit, but I'm proud of myself. You know what I'm saying? I'm proud of myself. So yeah, awesome episode. I got a 10. This was perfect. I have had 10 since episode 4. This shit's been on fire. I've really enjoyed this season. I really have. Far superior from season 1. It's not even kind of close. Season 1, I was dropping low ratings. This season, I'm dropping high ratings and 10s all the time. So they've done a good job with this season. Gen V has been really kicking ass. So anyway, if you're new to the channel, guys, and you enjoy videos like this, make sure to click subscribe button so you don't miss any of the videos. Make sure to follow me on Dan's Reviews Official on Instagram, guys. And of course, I'll see you guys really soon for more videos for Gen V. Enjoy the rest of your day, guys, and peace out.
Born in the dark alleys, city of concrete. Dan's reviews blowing up, never taste defeat. Walking Dead dissected every plot twist beat. World gone mad, TV junkies did a treat. Typing up scripts, marathon through the night. His opinions hit harder than a straight fight scene. Every episode, brain sharper than a knife. He's the beacon of critique, shedding TV light.